Arsenal weigh up incomings, sales and new deals. Arteta has been central to the club's planning for next season, with the Gunners targeting a central midfielder, forward and full-back in the transfer market. But it will not be straightforward. Given last season's £250 million spent on new players, a number of player renewals and lucrative bonuses paid to players in lieu of their Premier League success, the club are mindful of ensuring finances are balanced during the close season. For the forward position, 3 players are known to be on the shortlist: Villas Rodgers, Bournemouth's Kroupi, and Atletico Madrid's Julian Alvarez. Rodgers and Kroupi are expected to cost in excess of £80 million each, while Barcelona target Alvarez is being valued at more than £120 million. Any move for Rodgers, Kroupi or Alvarez could be facilitated by exits in forward areas, with the club open to offers for Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, while Leandro Trossard's deal expires in 12 months. The future of academy graduate Ethan Nwaneri, who has returned from a loan spell at Marseille, is also unclear, with the club giving serious consideration to a homegrown sale this summer, which would represent pure profit on the balance sheet. Arsenal are also set to listen to offers for Christian Norgard and Ben White, while Fabio Vieira and Reiss Nelson can also leave. Jacob Kiwior has already been sold to Porto for £14.7 million. A move for Rodgers has been discussed, but with Martinodegaard and Ebrechiez, who can play in the central attacking areas, already in the squad, there have been questions raised over whether a move for the England international is a priority. Though, with Rodgers able to operate from the left, it has been noted that his versatility would be an asset. The interest in the 23-year-old is genuine, though the Gunners are not the only club in the running for Rodgers, with Manchester United also monitoring the forward situation. Rodgers, according to multiple sources, is open to joining Arsenal ahead of next season. Kroupi is another opportunity Arsenal have explored after the 19-year-old scored 13 times in the Premier League, a record for a teenage debutant. The club's dream forward signing is Alvarez, though Barcelona have a serious interest in the Argentina attacker. The club have also moved for Leicester's teenage forward Jeremy Monga, 16, in recent weeks. Monga is viewed as one of the leading young prospects in English football and has been courted by a host of clubs. The teenager is understood to be open to joining Arsenal, but it is unclear at this stage whether a departure from Leicester would require a tribunal. Lewis Skelly re-emergence may halt midfield purchase. The midfield is also complicated. Given his homegrown status, the club had considered listening to offers for Miles Lewis Skelly, but his excellent end to the season in his preferred central midfield position has been noted. That could spark a rethink over the 19-year-old's transfer status this summer. Arsenal have also discussed the merits of a move for West Ham midfielder Matías Fernández, who is expected to leave the London club following their relegation to the Championship. But, while Fernández and Lewis Skelly are different types of midfielders, the latter's emergence may hasten a change in approach. As for full-backs, the club had targeted a versatile option to boost their squad and have looked at Newcastle's Tino Livramento, although the 23-year-old has endured an injury-disrupted campaign. This position will be one to watch. Also on the agenda for Arsenal this summer is to finalise the finer details of a new contract for right-back Jurrien Timber. BBC Sport revealed the club had started talks over a new deal last season, and those discussions are heading towards a conclusion. The club have also signalled their intention to open talks with key midfielder Declan Rice over a contract extension. With Arteta's deal and plans to reward Timber and Rice with renewals, that may be easier said than done. So, to that end, selling players will be more of a priority this summer. It also remains to be seen if Arsenal are willing to sacrifice one of their regular first-team players in order to balance their finances. Mikel Arteta enters this summer's transfer window in an An unusually privileged position for an Arsenal manager. This season's Premier League title success lifted the weight off his shoulders before the Champions League defeat to Paris Saint-Germain demonstrated there remains room for improvement. There's a delicate balance to strike when adjusting a side fresh from such achievements. Alter too little and one risks stagnation during a period of success, but excessive modifications can equally jeopardize the formula that brought you to this point. That's the challenge Arteta confronts as he seeks to guarantee Arsenal elevate their performance another level ahead of the 2026-27 title defence. And Football.London has identified the most compelling transfer stories from around the Emirates Stadium this weekend. One of the emerging transfer narratives in North London this summer concerns Arsenal's pursuit of Eli Jr. Kroupi. Nevertheless, that pursuit was immediately complicated by reports suggesting PSG were also monitoring the player. Shortly afterwards, reports emerged suggesting the former Lorient prospect favoured a return to France with the Ligue 1 giants. That was potentially difficult news to digest, considering the Parc des Princes represents a logical destination, with PSG among the few clubs capable of outbidding the Gunners in the current market. However, much to the satisfaction of every Arsenal supporter, it's now being reported Les Parisiens are actually not involved in the transfer race. Get French Football News has suggested the 19-year-old will not be targeted by the same side that defeated Arteta's men on penalties in Budapest just a week ago. It seems Luis Enrique and the PSG board are satisfied with their existing attacking options, or are at least exploring alternative targets. This could clear the path for Arteta to launch his own pursuit of the player, who is believed to be priced at approximately £80 million. Taking the initiative could prove crucial in securing Kroupi, who only joined Bournemouth last year, but has acclimatised swiftly to the demands of the Premier League. He found the net 13 times in 33 league appearances this season, earning recognition with a nomination for the Premier League's Young Player of the Year award. The teenager will already have admirers at the Emirates given it was his strike against Manchester City in the penultimate round of this season that clinched the title for Arsenal. The route to securing one of Europe's most sought-after young talents may have become considerably more straightforward should PSG indeed not emerge as rivals for Kroupi's signature.